As people move beyond the age of 60, breakfast can no longer be treated as a simple habit or a rushed routine. The article begins by clearly reframing the morning meal as a critical health decision that shapes how the body feels and functions for the rest of the day. Many seniors continue eating the same breakfasts they enjoyed in midlife, such as cereal, toast, or juice, because those foods feel familiar and comforting. However, the body after 60 follows a very different set of biological rules. With age, metabolism naturally slows, meaning the body no longer burns energy as quickly or efficiently. Muscle mass gradually declines, digestion becomes less effective, and the heart and brain grow more sensitive to inflammation and blood sugar instability. Because of these changes, foods that once seemed harmless can now quietly work against the body. A sugary or refined breakfast may lead to energy crashes, joint stiffness, and mental fog that lasts for hours. Instead of providing support, the wrong morning foods can drain strength and clarity before the day has even begun. The article emphasizes that breakfast is no longer just about stopping hunger. It is the primary fuel that influences strength, focus, balance, and independence throughout the day. What is eaten in the morning sets the tone for energy levels, digestion, and physical comfort. A thoughtful breakfast can stabilize blood sugar, protect mobility, and support mental sharpness. On the other hand, a poorly chosen one can trigger fatigue and inflammation that are difficult to reverse later. By recognizing breakfast as a strategic daily investment rather than a comfort habit, seniors gain an opportunity to actively support their health. Each morning becomes a chance to nourish the body instead of unknowingly undermining it. Building on the idea that breakfast is a strategic investment, the article next explains why the aging body responds differently to food after 60. Rather than using complex medical language, it introduces a clear comparison. The body is no longer a fast-burning sports car. It is more like a classic luxury vehicle that runs best on high-quality fuel and careful maintenance. Nothing is broken. The system simply operates under new conditions. The first change discussed is metabolism. With age, the body burns calories more slowly, which means fewer calories are needed each day. However, this does not mean eating less nutrition. It means every bite must deliver more value. Empty calories that once passed unnoticed now contribute to weight gain and fatigue without providing support. The second shift is muscle loss. Muscle naturally declines with age, and without adequate protein, strength and balance suffer. This affects independence, mobility, and fall risk. Breakfast without protein becomes a missed opportunity to protect daily function. Digestion is the third change. Reduced stomach acid and slower gut movement make nutrient absorption less efficient. Fiber becomes essential for regularity, comfort, and gut health. Without it, energy and digestion decline. Bone density is the fourth concern. As bones weaken, calcium and vitamin D become critical to prevent fractures and maintain stability. Breakfast is a reliable moment to support skeletal health. Finally, the heart and brain grow more sensitive to inflammation, sugar, sodium, and unhealthy fats. These changes explain why familiar breakfast foods now trigger crashes, stiffness, or mental fog. Understanding this removes confusion completely. Continuing from the importance of targeted nourishment, the article then introduces 8 breakfast-friendly foods chosen specifically for seniors over 60. These foods are not presented as trends or superfoods, but as practical options that directly support the areas of the body that naturally become more vulnerable with age. Each food is linked to a real concern many older adults experience, making the guidance easy to understand and apply. Avocados are highlighted for their role in supporting heart health and healthy blood pressure through beneficial fats and potassium. Spinach is emphasized for bone strength and eye protection due to its vitamin and antioxidant content. Kiwi stands out for immune support and digestive comfort, offering high levels of vitamin C and natural enzymes that help the body process food more efficiently. Sweet potatoes are included as a smart carbohydrate choice, providing steady energy without sharp blood sugar spikes, while also supporting immunity and vision. Turmeric is introduced as a powerful addition for managing inflammation and joint discomfort, issues that often increase with age. Prunes are recommended not only for digestive regularity, but also for maintaining bone density, which becomes critical later in life. Mushrooms complete the list by supplying vitamin D and immune-supporting compounds that are often lacking in senior diets, especially for those with limited sun exposure. What makes this approach effective is its simplicity. These foods can be mixed and matched into familiar breakfasts without complicated preparation. Smoothies, toast, warm bowls, or light plates can all include one or more of these options. And the article reinforces that small, consistent choices add up to meaningful results over time. If you are over 60 or care for someone who is, now is the moment to act. Start by adding just one of these foods to your breakfast tomorrow. Pay attention to how your body responds. If this guidance feels helpful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend or family member who wants to age with strength, clarity, and confidence. After outlining specific breakfast foods, the article places strong emphasis on digestion and chronic inflammation, two challenges that tend to worsen quietly with age. Many seniors experience slower digestion, reduced enzyme production, and changes in gut bacteria that develop gradually over time. These shifts can lead to bloating, discomfort, poor nutrient absorption, and lingering fatigue, even when overall food intake seems adequate. The article explains that breakfast choices can play a meaningful role in restoring digestive balance. Foods such as kiwi and prunes provide natural enzymes and soluble fiber that help stimulate digestion and promote regular bowel movement. Spinach and sweet potatoes contribute additional fiber and micronutrients that support gut health while remaining gentle on the digestive system. When digestion improves, the body absorbs nutrients more efficiently, energy stabilizes, and discomfort becomes less frequent. At the same time, the article highlights chronic low-grade inflammation as a hidden driver of aging. Unlike acute inflammation, this process operates silently, gradually contributing to joint stiffness, cardiovascular strain, weakened immunity, and cognitive decline. Left unaddressed, it accelerates long-term wear on the body. To counter this process, the article emphasizes anti-inflammatory foods such as turmeric, avocados, and antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables. These ingredients help calm inflammatory pathways and reduce oxidative stress without placing additional burden on digestion. When digestion and inflammation are addressed together, the body experiences less internal stress. The article concludes that breakfast is an ideal opportunity to support both systems simultaneously. Thoughtful morning meals can reduce daily discomfort. Bringing all of these ideas together, the final message of the article is empowerment rather than fear. Seniors are not asked to follow extreme diets or complicated rules that feel overwhelming or unrealistic. Instead, the focus remains on small, consistent choices that can be practiced every morning without stress. Aging well is presented as a gradual process shaped by daily habits, not a single perfect decision. The article reminds viewers that breakfast is a powerful starting point. Adding just one or two nourishing foods can slowly improve energy, digestion, mental clarity, and physical comfort. Over time, these small steps compound into meaningful changes. Joints feel less stiff, digestion becomes more reliable, and energy levels feel steadier throughout the day. These improvements support independence and confidence, which matter deeply as people move beyond 60. Another key lesson is consistency over perfection. Missing a day or enjoying a less ideal meal does not undo progress. What matters is returning to supportive habits again and again. Food is framed as a daily tool that works quietly in the background, strengthening the body and reducing long-term strain. This approach removes guilt and replaces it with control and calm. Most importantly, the article encourages ownership. Seniors are invited to participate actively in their health rather than waiting for problems to appear. Thoughtful food choices help protect the heart, brain, digestion, bones, and immune system over time. If you found this message helpful, take the next step today. Start tomorrow morning with one supportive change.